We just came from the pyramids and have arrived at the temple at the base of the Sphinx. Unfortunately, I was trying to be organized and renamed a bunch of my files. When I was editing and doing that, corrupted the original file. So unfortunately, I don't have any video of walking around the Sphinx or walking around the pyramids. We did not get to go into a pyramid, but we did walk up several of the blocks and down again. Unfortunately, I did lose that footage. So what we're walking through right now is the temple at the base of the Sphinx. It's probably built around the time of the Sphinx, which we'll talk about in a minute. They're not really sure. It has two sanctuaries, one to the east and west. Not a lot is known about it. It's not really decorated, as neither of the pyramids are decorated as well.
Are we off on the whisper? That's one very important I wouldn't mind having it back. Yeah, enjoy.
So here we are heading up to the Sphinx and the two of the pyramids we can see. Cairo is just behind us to our backs, to the southeast further, as would be the Nile River. Our hotel was just, look straight ahead, and that would be our hotel is on the other side here. So this is the Giza Plateau. Contains the Great Pyramid of Cheops, or Khufu. He was also known as Khufu. He was pharaoh during 2589 to 2566 BC. He reigned for about 23 years, during which time he decided to construct his pyramid here on the Giza Plateau. This was the first of the true pyramids. There are a number of attempts and half pyramids, started pyramids at Saqqara that we'll see later. Hopefully I don't screw those up. But the one you see right in front of you is the Great Pyramid of Cheops. At one point, it was the tallest structure in the world until about 1300 AD, when the top of the Lincoln Cathedral spire in England surpassed the height of that. It was 146 meters, so multiply that by 3 and you'll get the height of that. Quite amazing. It was made of 2,300,000 limestone blocks, each averaging about 2.5 tons. They were quarried from the local area. He has chambers and passageways inside of it. You can't go in it right now. There's the beautiful Sphinx. So it was built during that time. The pyramid that we'll see that's just to the left of it, peek on now, is the pyramid his second son built. His first son built a mortuary structure somewhere else, and his second son, Khafre, built it here. It's slightly smaller by just about 10 feet, but it actually looks higher because it sits on a plateau just a little bit higher. It's thought that the Sphinx was probably built around the same time as the pyramid to Khafre. Khafre ruled from 2520 to 2494 BC, and it's thought that possibly the face of the Sphinx is actually Khafre's profile, his face. This was a large stone quarry. That's where the stones came from for the pyramids. And it was thought that a block of limestone was left here in the middle, and that's what they carved the Sphinx out of. There's a lot of people who debate that, say it's thousands of years old and water-worn, but there's no evidence of that. Both pyramids one time were faced with this beautiful smooth limestone, and that came from quarries from across the east bank of the Nile called Tura limestone, Tura. And contrary to popular belief, the pyramids were not built by slaves. They were built by skilled craftsmen and workers, thousands and thousands, and they would come as you know, they weren't needed on their own farms, especially when the Nile flooded. Then people couldn't farm. They would come here. Right now, there's tons of stuff on the mortuary complex. There's boat burials, lots of other tombs up here as well.